Thanks for joining us today for BRMC's Healthy Connections with Lori Day Howe and Kathy Weaver from Hospice of the Ozarks. Ladies, let's talk about, there's a national program that I think you've initiated over at Hospice of the Ozarks called Pet Peace of Mind.
Yes, ma'am, and that's how we have Kirby here with us today. They're having a big time. We are the first hospice in the state of Arkansas to have the Pet Peace of Mind program. It's through the Banfield Charitable Trust, and it was a grant program, and we started it, we're on our second year.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Grants are hard to get.
They are.
Everybody's, in these economic times, everybody's vying for the same
dollars.
Yep.
They are, and it only goes to nonprofit hospices, and we were really lucky to be the first, and it's been a great program, and we had a situation that came about halfway into our program, and we were really blessed to have the resources. Through the program, we have a vet, Dr. Rob Connor at All Creatures, who's on our advisory board, and he and his staff have just been wonderful. And we came across a situation where a gentleman came into hospice care and had 26 chihuahuas.
Oh my goodness! And Kirby's one of.
And Kirby's one of 26.
Yes, he is one of 26. And the gentleman, his wife, had been just a breeder of chihuahuas, not on a huge scale, but just because she loved the breed. And of course, when the puppies were born, they had already been promised and placed. Well, unfortunately, she passed unexpectedly, and then their house burned.
Oh my goodness!
And so he lost all of. There were no birthday cards, no pictures. There's no physical reminder or connection with his wife, and of course, the dogs were a great.
Sure.
Were that, but unfortunately, they had procreated to that point. And Kirby was one of the puppies that were there, and I took Lori out one day with me when we.
Well, you showed me the pictures first.
You tell the story. You tell it better than I do.
And we had known that this gentleman had 26, but had no idea of ages or anything like that. And Kathy went out and spoke to the gentleman and told him about our program and explained to him how it could help him in his hospice journey. And he was very receptive to that, even though it was hard for him.
Very emotional.
So you were going to you were going to help him find
find homes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And so I went home and told my husband. I said, "Can we have a puppy?" And he's like, "Absolutely not." And it was about a month before Christmas. And I said, "Oh, it'd make a great little gift." And he's like, "No," because he goes, "It'll be our responsibility." And well, Kathy went out and took pictures of all 26 and met with him, like I said, and explained to him, brought back these photos. And I saw this photo and this face, which a mother loves, and went home that night and showed my husband the photo. And he's like, "All right, that's fine."
Oh.
And so a couple of days later, we went out, and I think our first batch was 4.
Yeah, we took 4 puppies the first time.
Because again, we want people to understand that we recognize that this is a difficult thing, and it was a difficult thing for him. And when we talk about 26 dogs, a lot of people think, "Oh, that's ridiculous. They're not cared for." When he brought out these puppies, they were healthy, they were well cared for, they were well loved. And it was evident the first weekend we took Kirby home, it was evident that he had been well loved and well cared for. And
was a tribute to his wife.
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
And what we did is we picked up the puppies and took them to All Creatures and had them spayed or neutered, and made sure that they were healthy, and we had already had parents to be placed then the next day.
Oh my goodness.
And that was a blast at the hospice office. We had them come to so that we could all see when they got their puppies, and it was really neat.
And he has just, he's been such an asset to our family and such a joy to have. And I actually got a chance the other day, just along the way over the last couple of months, would keep in contact with the gentleman, with our patient, and would send him some pictures and updates. And then the other day I got to see him and got to show him some photos.
Oh,
and
that's wonderful.
Just,
that's probably the best part of this, is that we've been able to keep him connected to the pets without without him having to emotionally invest in them again. We were able to place 13. We did that we did it at 3 separate times, and the last time we went to get the puppies, he just emotionally couldn't handle anymore. And the 13 dogs that he has left are of the originals that his wife was alive, and so they mean quite a bit to him. And
good for you. You know, and with hospice, I mean, this is huge. We all have pets, and our pets really do become our kids.
Absolutely.
They're part of the family. And when you talk about people that are going to be placed on hospice, that they need to get their affairs in order, this is got to be a huge...
Oh, absolutely.
I mean,
we were doing this, having to do it, hospice is, we look at the family unit, and of course their pets are part of their family unit. So we were doing some of this before. We just didn't have all the resources and the plan, and now we have, with this program, volunteers that will come, and a lot of times we get someone who's been ill for, of course, quite a long time. That can be a strain on the finances. It can be a strain emotionally, time-wise. We can come pick up their pet. I know you have a pet that gets groomed on a regular basis.
I do.
Based on the breed. And so we can come and do that and get them groomed, and to see the patient's face when that pet comes in and knows they're looking
just like
good.
them getting dolled up and fixed up.
Absolutely.
And and they get that small pleasure from them feeling so good and being so excited.
And so this is where some of the grant monies can go then.
Absolutely.
The
We pay
spay,
for
the neuter,
right.
the grooming.
Grooming, routine shots, flea and tick control is huge for the staff even. They're like, I'll take up money for that. But, I mean, those are things that, not that the pet is a second-class citizen by any means, but, if it's down to, am I taking care of my husband, or do I have time for the dog, that becomes a secondary thing. But we help them to be able to make them, again, a part of that family and to take the burden.
Is there, do the pets come to Hospice House itself if need
Hospice,
be?
Absolutely.
Hospice House has been pet friendly from day one.
Wonderful.
We have a couple of pet therapy dogs, Chloe and Sam, that come on a regular basis and visit, but you've always been able to bring your pets in, and up to this point, before we had the grant, you had to be able to take care of your pet, be able to walk it, take it out for necessary. Now we have volunteers that we can actually assist with that if needed. Some of my favorite pictures and memories at the Hospice House are of animals that have been there and their personalities. There was a huge golden retriever named Chance that I met in the home, and then when the gentleman came into the Hospice House, the wife was exhausted, and there was some family that came into the room, so she went into the day room and just kind of, was trying to relax and rest a little bit, and Chance was laying down in front of her. And he knew me, and I walked up to him and said hello, and he wagged his tail, but he wouldn't move. He was guarding Mom.
He was,
So we've always had a great affinity for pets, but now we are involved with them.
This is just a marvelous program, because we all know the benefits, or if some of our viewers don't know the benefits of having a pet, it's a reason to get up in the morning many times.
And for many of our patients, they will tell us that that's back several months ago, we had one of our patients on here to talk about pet peace of mind.
Miss Benny.
And she would say that. She would say that Trixie was the reason she got up in the morning. And just a really special lady that had a really special relationship with her dog Trixie. And what an honor it was to watch her and to be a part of her journey, and to just get to share in that. I mean, that was right when I started. That was one of the first things that we got to do was bring Benny and Miss Trixie on, and it's such a treasure.
That's great.
Well, and it's a great commonality, if nothing else. When you recognize their pet, you somehow make it okay.
And it's okay, and it's a connection.
Absolutely.
And so many of the viewers that I'd like to, after we take our break, come back and talk a little bit about Hospice House itself.
Sure.
People have a misconception that you know better than anyone about what hospice does and is. So don't go away. We'll be back in just a few moments. Come back and join us and learn more about Hospice of the Ozarks.